What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Trade Show. Now, today I'm coming to you from the rooftops in downtown Salisbury, but not just any rooftop. I'm coming to you from the rooftop of Mr. Bret Davis. Now, Bret is principal owner of Davis Strategic Development. And as you guys know, downtown Salisbury has gone through a huge revitalization process, and Bret is one of the main reasons for all that. This guy has got his hands into everything down here, including the building you see right behind me. One Plaza East used to be the old Y Comico Hotel, and Bret has done some amazing things to that building. Now, we're gonna sit down with Bret today. We're gonna talk to him about everything he has going on, and we're gonna ask him a few questions. You ready for that, Bret? You ready for that?
Sounds good, man. Let's go.
All right, well, look, we'll see y'all in 1 minute right here back on The Trade Show. Well, Bret, man, I really appreciate you coming on the show today, man. Honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know you're a busy guy. You got a lot going on. So we're here right now at 100 North Division, and I actually sold you this building. We did this deal together. It was your first deal that you ever did downtown.
First commercial building ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, and I tell you, man, I was here before everything got started. I'm looking at it now, and for those of you who don't know, we're literally sitting in Bret's penthouse suite that he has built on top of 100 North Division Street, and it's pretty impressive. But anyhow, look, let's get down to business. So, Bret, I know a lot of people out there know you. I don't know who doesn't, but I'm sure somebody doesn't. For those of you who don't know who Bret Davis is, don't know what Davis Strategic's all about, Why don't you tell them now?
Yeah, so we're a development firm. We do sales, property management, real estate development, and a lot of historical rehabs. We went to SU, ended up graduating, and got kind of into the real estate game originally in residential, and then it progressed to commercial, and then it progressed to development, and one thing led to another, and now we do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, this guy's being shy, man. This guy does do a lot more than just a bunch of stuff. Does a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. But look, one of the things I've always respected about you, and I can relate to, is that you pretty much started your business from scratch, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, I watched you come in the game at a young age. And you didn't just come in the game, man. I mean, you came in and you tried to take the game over. And how did you get to where you are today? What got you into the development side of commercial real estate?
So it's been a long journey, but I definitely the people around me have been awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't come up with a rough upbringing or anything like that. I definitely had a good family that was able to mentor and guide me, but honestly, it's watching Salisbury's growth. I mean, that's been a big part of getting us to be able to say, okay, we believe in this, let's do something about it. And honestly, man, we one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten was just do it. First day, I remember saying, what am I gonna go do? What do I need to do? And he goes, just do it. I was like, but I don't know what that is. He said, well, just start by doing stuff. So one thing led to the next, and we were like, well, we know we want to build shopping centers, we want to buy hotels, we want to do all this stuff. Okay, we'll just start doing it. And that meant I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that I was doing something.
Yeah.
So, and so much inaction, people talk about doing stuff, but they never actually, they never do it. You just got to go and take a leap of faith and hope it works.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, speaking of doing stuff, so I know that you're not from here originally, you're from the Western Shore. Did go to Salisbury, as you mentioned. I think your family was into haunted houses or something, if I do remember.
Yeah.
Right?
We did haunted houses growing up, and that progressed into construction and development, and I actually dragged my brother. We both grew up in the Montgomery County, D.C. area.
Yeah.
Dragged him over here to be a part of the company, and he's my partner, and it's been a no looking back ever since. I handle all the deals and the development, and then my brother handles taking the crazy idea of let's build a shopping center on that corner or let's rehab a building here, and he runs with that and takes that to actually implementation.
I know you guys got a good program going on. So one of the things I have to ask you is, not being from here, going to Salisbury, SU, but staying around here, obviously I think you would be successful no matter where you are. I think Bret Davis would be successful in Alaska, Hawaii, wherever in the world, man. I think you'd be successful. But why did you choose to do what you're doing in Salisbury and not somewhere on the Western Shore? What components did Salisbury in this downtown area have to make you want to do this here?
So it's a pretty funny thing, because the first deal we ever did was this building, and I met with Jake Day, and I was just getting out of college, and he said, I'm going to redo all of downtown Salisbury, and that to me was well, he just said it so matter of factly, and I like people like that. So I then called my brother and I said, we're gonna start buying buildings in this downtown because I think this guy's gonna pull this off. And obviously it takes a whole village of people. Like, I mean, there's so many people that have played into the roles. I mean, even our competitors, if it weren't for you guys, if it weren't for Gil Skilkers, like, if it weren't for our competitors in so many different fields, nothing would have happened downtown. But that synergy to me, and also the fact that I think there's something awesome about the Eastern Shore, and it took a pandemic for a lot of people to realize, like, they don't want to live in the big city every time. Yeah. But at the same time, a lot of myself and a lot of people I know, they want to live on the Eastern Shore, but they don't want to truly live out in the sticks. Yeah. So, I live in downtown Salisbury. I'm at the main intersection, but really there's not many horns honking and things like that. So I think I just love the atmosphere and the people on the Eastern Shore, laid back, and they just a positive smile. Everybody wants growth. Yeah. People have been so stoked for downtown. It's awesome.
Absolutely. I grew up around here and I always hear my parents, my grandparents, when they were around, always talk about how the downtown needs to come back. Mm-hmm. And everybody's been wanting that for so long. And you mentioned Jake Day. Shout out to Jake Day, who's across seas, by the way, if he's watching this. Jake came in and just ripped the Band-Aid off. Yep. He was like, look, I'm tired of hearing about it. I want to make this happen. 100%. And he has been focused on making it happen. So shout out to Jake, by the way. So one of the things, because this has been a big dream of everybody. Yeah. Everybody's had this dream, and I think those dreams are starting to come to fruition. But one big dream that happened was Mogan's Oyster House. I know everybody knows the story of Denny Mogan, and Denny had that dream for a long time, and he left this community something very, very special with Mogan's. But you're one of the reasons that dream was able to come to fruition. Yeah. Tell me now, because I really don't know the whole story. I don't know that everybody else does. How did you make that dream come to life for not just Denny, but the community?
It's a wild story, man, and the Mogan family is so amazing and strong through everything that's gone through. But the funny part is I tried to convince him to lease a space in this building. I met him, and after 10 minutes, I was like, I like this guy a lot. We're gonna do business, and I didn't know when, and so I tried to sell him a space, and then 2 years later, I came back to him and said, I think I have an opportunity you're not going to be able to pass up. And Denny, being a more reserved guy, he wasn't all about it, to be honest. He walked in, he's like, very ambitious, but he had his doubts. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to start knocking things down, and we'll make an agreement as we go. And so, that was totally out of the ordinary for Denny, but he was like, all right. So we continued the friendly conversations and plans, and then eventually we knocked the space down, and you could see the moment where it clicked, and then he realized, okay, this is no longer a little office space. This could be something. And he killed it, man. His vision and his drive, and it's reflective in his whole family. They're just so strong through everything that happened, and I mean, getting to see that. One of my really close friends got to live his dream, and my dream too. I mean, he had as much to do with it coming true as anybody, and it was really humbling to know that if we could make, one part of his final time here with us, if we could help him live that dream out, then that's pretty awesome. Yeah. He always told me there's two things he always wanted was to raise some boys. He's done that amazingly to this point, and then own the nicest restaurant in Salisbury. And I know a lot of people that would say he was right.
Yeah. I mean, he's left an amazing legacy behind, and again, you helping to do that. It's amazing. And I'll tell you, you'd said this space could be something. It's not just something. That place is amazing, man. I mean, we've never seen anything like it here. I used to live in New York, for a little while in my life, and that reminds me of something like you'd see in a city.
Thank you.
And that's what really makes it special. And I think you even brought the concrete out, which kind of has that oyster shell, aesthetic to it. And then just the color schemes, everything. In case you don't know, they've got this shelf that drops from like the ceiling when you order the high-end whiskey. Yep. So. But look, I know we could sit here and talk about Mogan's forever. I know you have a lot of other stuff going on right now. Why don't you tell our audience about some new projects you have going on?
Yeah, so the two super exciting projects, we're going to be running a lot of fiber as part of our goal of helping not just this downtown area, but as the Wacomico County and the whole Eastern Shore in general, is that we want to realize that the infrastructure is where that starts. And so when we buy these old buildings, we're ripping them down and replacing all the infrastructure. Well, upon doing that, we realized we're running fiber, but we don't have the end user that we were hoping for. We didn't have the provider that was really living up to what we exactly wanted. So with a partnership with Maryland Broadband and our company, Simple Fiber, we were able to bring a little data center hub to downtown Salisbury, right beneath Mogan's, and we were running fiber throughout the downtown. And then that, coupled with us doing these historic rehabs, is where we came across the most exciting, I think, fun new idea. We just closed on 117 West Main Street, and now the old White and Leonard building. And
Who did that deal with you?
That was just us. That was a private deal.
I was gonna give a shout out to one of my other competitors. Yeah.
No, I love it. Yeah. So that one's gonna be, we're looking steakhouse, distillery, and a little speakeasy style bar, 1930s French or something like that. You know, we're thinking elegant, but not too cliche, because everybody does the same. Not that it's a knock on it, but a lot of the speakeasy style all look very Americanized, very much the same bootlegger style. We're gonna try and take a different, slightly more like leather couch type of approach. Yeah. So very vintage and paying homage to that. We're actually going up in a week to go look at potentially buying a new a bar that was disassembled from the 1890s.
I might have to do a whiskey sessions from there one of these days. Have to clear the area.
Oh, right? Well, I got no problem with that.
I'll tell you, you're speaking my language. Now look, Bret is describing something that's amazing. He actually caught up with him earlier today, and he gave me a tour of it. Yeah. And we're gonna give you a little tour of it right now. You take a look, and we'll see you back here in a few seconds.
So we've got the old White and Leonard building here. What we're gonna do is take this entire building and redo the first floor in the basement. We're gonna have a steakhouse in the front with a side garage entrance. We're looking at outdoor seating coming on the side, and then we'll have a new entrance into the basement on the side of the building, as well as an all-new mural across it. And then you're looking at about 100-seat steakhouse on the first floor, a 95-seat speakeasy style bar attached to it in the basement, and then a distillery in the rear, so you'll actually be able to come taste liquor right on site. So then this is going to be all this will be all redone. So we'll have a new loading ramp right here. There will be a new entrance on the side to the left, and then we're talking about this brick entrance right here will actually be the entrance into the speakeasy. And we'll have a garage door on the left side. So you're looking at glass garage, so we can have some outdoor seating. What I'm going to take you into now is the new distillery and speakeasy. We're going to head into the basement. So keep in mind, we'll be renovating all this space and turning it into what you're looking at here will be barrel storage, and this will be back of house. So nobody's going to be coming back here and you know, this will be more for tours and whatnot. But what we're getting into is the actual speakeasy portion. Give me one sec. Sorry. Give me one sec. I don't realize the lights are off. I can turn this whole thing on. Sorry about that. Cool. We'll take a look around. What you're looking at will be back of the house, or back bar, and then we've got an entrance right onto the plaza. And then the beauty of this basement, we've already got tall ceilings, it's already sprinklered. We've already got 3 means of egress, and we have an elevator that reaches it, so we'll be fully handicap compliant and allow that speakeasy style atmosphere to reach everyone. So let me take you for a tour around the corner. So what we've got is one of my favorite aspects. This leads us right back onto the plaza. Thanks for coming with us today. This is definitely a fun time. I'm excited to show you guys the finished product.
Wow, I'm gonna tell you what, that place is amazing. I definitely gotta check that out. Speaking of checking it out, when can we check it out? When's this place gonna open up?
So it's a tough timeline, but we're in the infancy of it, working through permitting, and we're just doing some preliminary demo. We'd like to strip down the property and make sure we know what we've got. And then we're in the process of working with the city to do some exterior renovations, a mural, turning the elevator back on, and really putting in the infrastructure in those bones that we were talking about. And I would say we're probably in a 12 to 18 month timeline of opening up, potentially sooner, but that's a realistic time frame.
That's gonna go by quick, man. And I can't wait to check it out, man. That's right up my alley. But look, we're about to wrap things up here, all right? But we are on the trade show today, and as everybody knows, I love to make trades. Now, typically, I'm usually giving somebody a hat or a koozie or something in exchange for something else.
Yeah.
But today, I've got another trade for you.
Okay.
So one of Bret's agents, Daryl Walker, new agent with Bret, just brought me a deal for a property that I'm working on, and we're pretty much done with it. I think we'll have the signature back from the landlord today. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Yeah, there's no absolutes in this game except for the vodka that we drink after work. But anyhow, with that being said, because he brought me the deal, how about I trade you a drink for that deal, and Daryl as well.
Sounds good to me.
Is that good?
Sounds
All
good
right,
to
cool.
me.
We'll have that drink, but look, before we go, because we're gonna wrap the show up, if there's anything else you want to tell the audience right now, now's your time to do so.
We're thankful, man, for a collaboration like this, for people that are, we get a lot of support in the community, and we want to give that back in return. But I just feel blessed that people care.
Absolutely, man.
You know? So everyone keeps telling me that Downtown Salisbury and what we're doing is a good thing, and I'm just feel blessed that, you know, I got the team around me that I do, and that people actually support us. That's a crazy thought. Most businesses are not, they don't get the love we do, and it means a lot to us.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We're all stronger together at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. But look, anyhow, Bret, man, look, I really appreciate it. I couldn't, seriously, I know you're a busy man. But look, that's pretty much it. Again, if anybody else wants to come on the show, trade an idea, a property, a story, just good conversation, whatever it is, you give me a call, 443-614-4297, and we'll see you next time right here, only on The Trade Show. Peace.